And I have a very special man sitting with me here. I'm very glad he's here. The first president of Macedonia, network marketing of Leitner, Antonio Leitner. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for your invitation.
So what did you do before you started in network marketing? What was your career?
Well, I was doing different kinds of things for 20 years before when I started my professional life. I was working for other companies. I was building my own companies in the process. But basically, before I started, 10 years, I was working within the printing industry.
Really?
Yes.
And then you thought, there must be something else out in the world.
How should I say? I thought that this was my, let's say, life purpose. Yeah. But then I discovered that doing this business in my country, in so small market, I will never be able to succeed in a way that I was thinking of and I was dreaming of. So I needed to find another way.
And how old were you at that time?
At that time I was 38.
It's not too easy with 38, not too late, but it's not too easy. So what did your friends, your family say as you said, I'm going to try something completely different?
At the beginning, normal, they didn't believe me, you know. They were saying like, why do you need this? You are already very good in your profession, in what you do. You should continue, you should develop yourself. But I was looking for a freedom, let's say.
So you believed in it?
Absolutely.
And you said, I'm going to go that way and nothing will stop me.
Absolutely.
Was there once a moment where you thought, I'm not sure if this was a good idea, better to give up?
Well, there was many moments like this during this period. But you know, it's in life, basically, we have also these kinds of moments. But if you make your own decision on the proper way, and this decision is firm, you will succeed for sure.
Well, what kept you motivated? You and yourself, or was it your family who said, come on, we believe in you?
Well, it was a combination of all, you know. I was doing it for my family because I needed more time with my family. I was earning quite well in my country before, but I have never had freedom with them, you know. I didn't have time with my kids and my wife enough as I wanted to. So I needed to find a way to earn more money and to be more free for them.
So what was the moment when you realized, okay, this thing could work for me? Was there such a breakthrough point in your career?
From the first moment when I saw the presentation,
yeah,
I've made my decision that I will go through the end, you know, because before I was quitting some job, I was starting some new stuff, but this time I saw an opportunity of a lifetime for me. And also, I've realized that I will be able to help other people to get it too, which on my previous job or jobs was not possible.
So now you absolutely made it. You're president, which is very high at the highest level. So how many people do you have in your team?
I have 2 strong lines.
How do you manage that?
With leadership. You don't do by yourself. You just build the leaders, and each one of them is managing his own group. So you just need to find the right people to inspire them and help them to succeed.
So you believe that those people can do it, you motivate them too, I guess. How much time do you spend per day? Is it like 24 hours a day with operating your team and controlling it?
We are inspiring people.
Okay.
It's completely different. And yes, sometimes communication is very active, you know. I am on the phone, let's say, sometimes 4, 5, 6 hours per day with different team members when they need me.
If you manage such a huge crowd, so many people, you need people to help you in your team. So how do you find those people?
Even before, I was a managing director in those companies, and I was working with the HR and choosing people for these positions in the company. But this is completely different. Each one of us is his own businessman here. So basically, you are not paying them. You just need to inspire them to run, to go for their freedom. So each one of the people in my lifeline have their own specific Somebody is good about organization, somebody is a good speaker, and you just assemble a good team, like in sports, you know. Somebody is playing defense, somebody is on the goal, somebody is going to the middle row, and somebody, like in football, you know. And you are just a coach, and to find the best of them to extract.
So would you say that some of those people became more than just people in your line, they became friends?
Absolutely. It's one of the best things in this business.
There are some new tools that should help you to manage and organize your team, the Leitner service pack. Do you use it, and
Absolutely.
does it help?
Business intelligence system, absolutely. It's going better and better. We get more and more data, more and more quality analysis, and we are working together with Lyconet in this matter, yes, because every successful business needs good business intelligence in order to be able to know what's going on with your business, to have the numbers, because we are run by the numbers.
You told me you're trying to get new people every day. So how do you convince people, if you meet them, to get into your network?
Well, I wouldn't say convince. They need to convince themselves. I'm just giving them information and showing the vision. Because people most of the time think only about tomorrow. They don't think
That's true.
5 years from now what will happen, you know. There is a common thing with us humans, that we think that we can achieve more in less time, but we don't think how much we can achieve in 3 to 5 years. And I'm just explaining where this company is headed, what we will do in the process, how we will develop, and what's in it for them. If they saw themselves 5 years from now as free, rich, successful people, then they are joining. If they are not, we are choosing another one.
Do you have a special strategy or a kind of trick when you talk to people? Now you're dressed in a suit, but what if you are going to meet someone who is easygoing with jeans?
Depends who you're meeting. Yeah, if you're meeting some high-profile businessmen, then of course that you will wear the suit. But if you're meeting regular people just like us, then we are also in the regular clothes. You don't need to be overdressed for somebody, you know. It can be intimidating for them, you know. And you want to create an atmosphere when where the other person sitting in front of you will understand exactly what you are talking about. And for that, you need to be similar to them.
In times like these, we meet people all over and all over again. So the point is to stay in their minds. They should not forget you, which is very important for you to get new people into your network marketing. So is there a special thing or something you say or do to stay in their minds?
Yes, actually. What I have learned through this process, and what I have seen, what I was doing and members of my team are doing, they always talk about themselves and about the company.
Yeah.
And it's not about you on the table, you know, it's about the other person. So when before I sit on a meeting, I'm always thinking what is for the other person who is sitting on the table in this business, not what's in it for me.
Okay.
And that is the kind of approach that people don't get it each day, you know.
So I guess there are people who are easier to convince. We won't talk about them but what about the people who are harder to convince?
Well, it depends on the situation. But anyways, you need 4 to 6 exposures.
Okay.
In order to be able to get their decision on a proper way.
Okay.
So basically, I sit on the table with one thing in mind, to schedule next meeting.
And how many meetings do you make? 4 to 6, you said? And after that, you say...
I said exposures, not meetings.
Okay,
so basically, business info event is also one kind of exposure.
Yeah.
Let's say big event, national event, it's an exposure as well. It depends how this person, where he finds himself or herself, you know. I'm always connecting people to a clock, you know. Okay. And I'm saying somebody is on 6 o'clock for this business, somebody is on 9 o'clock, but I need people who are on 5 minutes to 12 for this business, and just to make the decision and to start.
The special thing in your home country is that you have I think, if I'm right, 5 official languages. Am I right? This is Macedonian, Albanian, Romanian.
Oh, no, no, no. Actually, we have one official language, and we have other Albanian
Yeah.
also, like a side language, which could be used in municipalities where they have more than 20%. Let's say now something they are changing also in the process, but I'm not watching the news, so I don't know what will happen in this way.
But does that make it more difficult to get in contact with people if they speak
No, no.
different
Actually,
languages?
everybody speak Macedonian. Everybody are able to speak Macedonian, so we are communicating on one language there.
Yeah, but it's a pretty small country.
Fairly small.
So
yeah.
for network marketing, maybe it's hard to improve. Do you go to other countries too?
We just started to go abroad for the region first. Let's say Bulgaria, Serbia, Bosnia, Croatia, and other countries, and we plan to open another countries and other teams in, let's say, Germany, maybe Spain, maybe Italy, and so on. But so far, we were working only in Macedonia.
Okay, is there a country where you can see this works pretty good? Do you think that Bulgaria is a good market, or Germany, or?
Every country is a good market for us because we are doing business of saving money on daily needs. So it's universal thing, you know. But you need to find the right people there to start the business on the proper way.
To get bigger and bigger, internet could help. Social media. Do you use Facebook or other social media platforms?
Well, yes,
Yeah.
and not so much, let's say.
Okay.
I'm not so big fan, but
Yeah.
I've learned 2015 on one of the events, first time live Eric Vori in Las Vegas on the
Yeah.
convention. He said one sentence. He said, if you're doing this business and you don't have a Facebook account,
Yeah.
you are losing money.
Okay.
So immediately after this, I opened my Facebook account 3 years ago. But I'm keeping it, I'm not so active there, let's say.
So you prefer still face to face?
Yes, in our business, in my opinion, I don't know about the others, this is the only way that you cannot inspire people through social media and through emails and stuff like that.
Okay. So you're now in a position, in a very good position to say you're financial independent. You don't have to work maybe anymore, but you still do. What keeps you going on?
The grand vision keeps me going on. So helping other people is keeping me going to this business. Also foundations, very important for me, Child and Family Foundations.
Okay.
And Greenfinity, because we are helping young children to get education and to have much more bigger chances in life to be successful.
Life isn't all about only money. There's more than that for you.
Of course,
Yeah.
but you cannot survive without money.
That's
money
true.
are good.
Yeah. So status symbols, are they important for you? Like big cars, big houses, swimming pools?
Well, to the extent that I'm enjoying it, let's say, and to the extent that we need to show to the people that they can get it too, to that lifestyle, if it's important for them.
What would you say is the best thing about your life as a network marketer?
Freedom. Freedom is the best thing. We are born free, and then we choose to go to work, to be modern slaves, let's say, and through network marketing we can achieve real freedom, to be free people, because only as free people and rich people we can help other people.
So I guess there are many people out there watching this interview and thinking, oh my God, I want to do that too. This is inspiring me. What is your advice for those people?
To follow their dreams, not to forget them, because as we were kids, we have big dreams. I will become an, I don't know, military pilot, astronaut, surgeon, or I don't know what, you know, famous singer. And then life strikes them, let's say, which is not true, because we are programmed on that way that we need to work hard in order to be able to feed our family all of our lives and then to get to the pension and enjoying, you know. And this business is helping us to achieve so much more than this.
Do you have a life philosophy?
Never give up. Never, ever, 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 ever give up.
So don't give up. You're doing a great job. Thank you for coming, Antonio.
Thank you for the invitation. It was a pleasure.